Hi. So, just a little bit ago, I was watching SB737. Yeah, that's his gamer tag. Um, and he said he had the largest mansion. And then he put the dimensions of his mansion on the screen, and they were smaller than what I built. He says he's got the biggest one, and they're smaller than what I built. Um, his is 50 tall and 100 some. What was it? Right there. Okay, so 170 left to right, 116 front to back, and then 50 high. Yeah. So I was like, well, why don't we find out how big mine is? Well, we know it's 300 something, but I can't remember how much 300 something was. I really need to write this stuff down. And I don't know how wide it is. But I know it's five stories tall and has about 600 bedrooms in it. So, no, I am not going to walk all the way. But I did think that it was pretty good to walk throughout here. And, oh, we gotta fly. Never mind. Okay, so, if you've been following me building this stuff lately, um, you will notice that I built this like this, and so there's a chalkboard. So this is a school, but it's an indoor school. Um, the all the schools on movies and TV shows, they're always indoors for some reason. Which is actually good because unless you're going out to recess or whatever or whatever um unless you're going out to recess or whatever high school students do nowadays, um, you don't have to go outside and get wet. But I know they're not going to have, one, two, three. They're not going to have sunroofs at the school. Oh, no, 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 no. One, two, three. No, maybe it does need to be. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, and, um, it just makes it to where you don't have to get wet going from class to class. Unlike my high school, which had um like a glass covering over the hallway, so to speak, um, but didn't really have anything. Like if you needed to go from like say A wing to B wing, you were probably gonna get wet. Or if you needed to go from H wing to C wing, you were definitely going to get wet. Anyway, so when we're done measuring out the mansion, I will go back over there and tell you what every single one of those stores are. See, we've added trees and made it to where you can actually tell that it's a forest. This is just an empty field. Like it might be the empty field that kids play baseball on. You know, it's just an empty field. But in one of my books, the bad guys are having a fencing competition right here. Um, the two people in the competition have swords, and whoever wins the sword fight wins. And I'm not very good at describing it, but whoever wins the sword fight wins, and the other person has to give up the $10 or whatever it was that they put up for the bet. Okay, so we're gonna climb the fence. Almost crash into the. Okay, this is one of those playhouses, like the plastic playhouse that, most kids have nowadays in the backyard. But it's a permanent structure one, made out of wood. And there's a whole bunch of horses. Okay, I was seeing horses, thinking horses. Trees was about to come out of my mouth. Oh, speaking of that, this row of trees here is important because when Ashley was 1 year old, one of these trees got hit by lightning, and so that scared her. But then her mom's horse got hit by lightning, and he didn't get up again. So she was like really freaked out about that, and she thought that her dad and two of her uncles had been taken out by the lightning too, but then they got up again. So, but like really, really stuck with her, and this is just in my books. It's not an actual storyline or anything, but okay, so we're gonna use the blue carpet to paste this off because I know it's like 307, 312, something like that. I don't know. Here, I will write it down this time. I still think it's crazy that I have to go and take the cover off my phone just to charge it. I know most people are going to argue with me that you don't have to do that, but I do because it did not charge. No, and I put it in the same spot every single time, but it did not charge. It was weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Yeah, okay. So I've got these, I forgot. I've got these mapped out already. Okay, so all I have to do is count the orange. because the orange counts out 100. So that's 100. That's 200. That's 300. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Typing on my phone. 307. Front door. Oh, that's not front door even. I just realized. Living room to back door. Wow. Okay, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116. I'm questioning that, so let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. I keep getting lost. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to put it here. Is it here? Yeah, okay. There lines up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 124. No, 125. Dang. 125. Garage to living room. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yeah, 40. I'm not counting up here. So he's got me on one thing. It's 40 tall. I'm just saying, before before you say that your thing is the biggest, you ought to look at all of the different ones. Although I don't go out and out and say, this is my mansion and, build it, so maybe he just couldn't find it. So wait, 7, 14, 28, 35, 7, 14, 28. No. Oh, 7, 14, 21, 28. That's why it wasn't making any sense. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yeah. Okay. So I don't have the tallest mansion, but I do have the biggest the other way. So they're not all established or anything, like built, because this is a very boring project, putting in walls. Oh, so hard. I mean, so boring. It's not that interesting. But it will be very rewarding when they are actually in here. And there should be bathrooms, and if there isn't, I'm going to have to start all over again. But anyway, not start all over again, just, add more rooms for bathrooms. But anyway, there's going to be 600 bedrooms in here. And it's supposed to be an exercise room. There's a lot of people, so it would be a really big room. The real reason why there's a really big room back there is because, I mean, there needs to be an exercise room, but, the real reason is because what was I going to do with all this space, after I built all the stuff that's important to the room. I have them getting up at a certain time in the morning and exercising and then going to breakfast and all that stuff. But I never actually write that they went into the exercise room. I did write that they went to the college that is barely built that way. Um, so we have washers and dryers. Um, the infirmary still doesn't have much in it. I chose Okay, so I chose to use those beds because they take up less space. And they look more like a hospital bed. This is the doctor and his wife's bedroom. So far, I don't have very much in most of the bedrooms. Um, Storage or something. I have no idea what that is. It's not actually supposed to be in that spot, but this is Paige and Oliver's room. It's pink because they finally dedicated this room to Paige, and then she married Oliver later, so they just didn't change the carpet. And that way I could tell that Mick Pendragon was going to be in this room. He's in a wheelchair. He's one of 3 or 4 people that end up in a wheelchair so far. He was born that way. Hayden, the mask falls on him. He's lucky he's alive. Um, so this is a kitchen. Um, William, he starts having heart attacks or something like that, and even though he kind of feels like less of a man because he's having to be in a wheelchair, he's kind of a Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger, a tough guy type, those refrigerators, we would probably need more than that for this large of a family, but Um, those are dishwashers, obviously, stoves, sinks. And there's supposed to be an island right here to like you know, prepare food or have that moment where you know Pepper is teaching the little kids how to make cookies, but she doesn't allow anybody in her kitchen, so that's probably never gonna happen. Um, when you turn the lights on, this is the dining room with individual chairs, because that's what actually happens. So usually Morgan sits here, Hayden sits there, Ashley sits here. Uh, wait, Hayden sits there. William, Kat, Sean, Jesse, Brandon, Julie, and then like Ashley, Chantel, Allison, Jack. No, wait. No, there's five. There's four. I can't think of the next kid's name. No, there's five girls. Oh, Michaela. Michaela is one of these, and there's Lydia, and there's Jack, and I can't think of all their names. But anyway, so you go upstairs, and we're gonna go right back downstairs, and there's bathrooms. Well, this is a shower room, but there's gonna be a bathroom around here somewhere. Anyway, more stairs, and I just decided I'd do a quick tour while we're, in the. Oh, this is Ashley's room that becomes Daisy's room later. And this is the room next to Ashley's room that later becomes Sean and Ashley's room with a black carpet because black is his favorite color. And it's even got computers. I've got a really cool add on. Oh, and there's a set of doors that goes from Sean and Ashley's room to Daisy's room. Because, of course, like most kids, Daisy starts out as a baby. Okay, so we're going to do a flyby. Yeah, and the other thing is that we have a little grave here. So at one point, you know, all characters have to die at some point if they're going to in the series. And this grave has nothing to do with that, but they do have Morgan, like down there somewhere, just like this. My cat passed away this year. She was born in August of 2011 because we got her in October, so they said she was about 2 months old. I think they're nuts, but anyway, she was awfully little for being 2 months old. But I mean, they weren't like fresh out the mama size, but But anyway, she passed away on January 23rd, 2025. And so it got a little grave there for her. Actually, it's a pretty big grave for, that's almost like mausoleum size. But we have that for her. We actually had her cremated and she's in a box and I didn't expect it to be that heavy. Kind of hoping that it's like one of those things where hold on, I'll make sense in a minute. I'm kind of hoping it's the kind of thing where it was a heavy box to begin with. Um, I mean a heavy urn thing to begin with, because I think that literally weighs more than she did most of her life. So so hold on. I just thought of something. Technically, you should stop here. Uh, Stop here because they're driving the left side of the road there until I get an update that they suddenly decided to be like everybody else and drive on the right side of the road. I'm gonna keep saying that they drive on the left, because that's what GOOGLE tells me all the time. Um, so if you go that way, it's town. If you go that way, you go up to Grandma Patricia's, which hopefully one of these days we'll have enough trees that you can't see Grandma Patricia's from here because you're not supposed to. And you go down this way, and there's, I think that's Angel's house. Hold on. I didn't actually show you the house. Anyway, you're not supposed to see it from the road at all. It's just supposed to look like a dirt path that goes nowhere. So I think this is Angel and Kathy's house. I'm not entirely sure. I wanted to put theirs closest to the mansion this time because I figured that um, they need the most protection because they're the older ones. And then put Scott's house over here, but I don't remember if I had it that way before. Anyway, then we have no more pirates from their crew in this lineup because everybody else still lives on the ship. So, in one of my books, Sean is pretty much an outcast because he supposedly hurt Ashley, but it wasn't him. But you don't know that it's not him until you find out that's not him. But I do want to say that it's not him. But anyway, he can't go to anywhere in town because everywhere in town is saying if Sean Pendragon tries to come here, we're going to make him get out. You know, he's not welcome. So this is Penelope's diner, and basically it looks like a Denny's. So he goes and sits at the counter and wants to order food. The waitress is not supposed to feed him, but she does anyway. And I just realized that there should be a doorway back here. Dang it! Oh well. It just won't have that door. So of course this is a gas station. And most gas stations have a little advertisement here of something, and then they've got like the up here that tells you how much you're spending. Okay, so there was like a pretty loud noise outside. Not super loud, but I don't know what the heck that was. Anyway, this is a convenience store. The little store that goes with the gas. This is a place called Spy Biz. It's, basically the James Bond uh building. Not not MI6, but like the James Bond building. They're a company all their own. But they do James Bond stuff. And the only reason why, well, there's two reasons why that is very important. And this building's actually kind of interesting because you go through here and it looks like this little tiny, it looks like Ollivander's, it looks like how Ollivander's in Harry Potter, the wand store. Um, it looks like how that is described. But you go in here and you find out it's this big old building and it's going to have computers and all sorts of neat things in there. I just thought of putting it in the computers. But here, since it's raining, we'll do the sun. The sun was not shining. It was too wet to play. And I can't remember the rest of it, but that's from Dr. Seuss. It's the opening lines to The Cat in the Hat. Anyway, I think that page ends with Sally and I, but I can't remember the in between. But anyway, so in one of my books, Hayden gets into some hot water. This is before the mask fell on him. Hayden fell into some hot water because an old girlfriend came. They were chaperoning their kids' prom or other school dance, but I think it was prom. And yeah, we'll just stick with it as a dance. Anyway, they were chaperoning the prom, and the old girlfriend comes up and kisses him. Well, Morgan was in the bathroom, so she didn't see what entirely happened. So she just thought that, because Hayden didn't stop the kiss, he enjoyed it, but, um, she got super mad and went home, even though she's supposed to be chaperoning it, making sure that the kids don't do like, the dirty dancing kind of dancing and like maybe kissing or whatever you don't want to do at a dance. So these are two random buildings. I have no idea what they are, but I had a dream that showed me all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, we'll put in two random buildings. And then normally I have the shooting range right here, but I totally forgot to build the shooting range. The place where you learn how to shoot. And preferably learn not to shoot people. Okay, so my sister's got 2 dogs and a cat, and the older dog, Lucy, she, went into their room and, she's like stepping all over mommy and daddy. And, and so my sister told Lucy to, sit at the foot of the bed or not at all. So, okay. Then my brother-in-law starts talking to her and she flops down on her chest. I guess she was sitting up the first time. Anyway, I thought it was cute. So this is the pirate store. You can't tell it's the pirate store right now because I haven't been able to do the flag. And I know how to do the banner that needs to go right here. Actually, it needs to go here and here. So we need to fix that. Or I should say I used to know how to make the banner. Does not help when you miss letters. So that's actually what it's called in the book, just the pirate store. I didn't actually name it. But anyway, we're going to have, as soon as I figure out how to make them again, I'm going to make a pirate banner and put it here and here. So the shooting range actually ended up going over here. But we also had an airsoft shop and an airsoft and paintball shop. Here's the shop. Obviously, it's not filled in yet. And the paintball field and the airsoft field. The paintball field is very important because the day that Sean and Ashley get engaged, they were playing paintball. And Sean didn't know how to tell Ashley that he needed a day with just the guys so he could think this over and, ask her very romantically to marry him. He wanted a day with just the guys. Well, Ashley was excited to go, so he didn't talk her out of it. And then Morgan decided that it would be a a pirate training session. So at one point, you have Four Towers, which is okay. Four Towers comes from this really neat maze that they had in Vacaville, California. It was called the Woos, and you go through the maze, and if you can get to all four towers and get the stamp from all four towers, you either got to go again, or if they were doing that day, you got ice cream or something like that. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, shoot. Oh, she was on my live. Oh, you know what? It helps that when people are streaming that they have their Twitch open so they can see if anybody's trying to talk. Oh, yeah, I missed her again. Oh, no, maybe I didn't. It says 2 people. Okay. Aw, my niece isn't feeling good today. Oh, okay. So, so what happened was that Lucy was told, for the bed or not at all, and she walked to the foot of the bed, plopped down all sad. Then my brother-in-law started talking to my sister and my niece, and Lucy walked up to him, still laying in his. Oh, he's still laying in his bed spot. Um, and Lucy plopped down on his chest like that is where she belonged. She's got some sassy animals in that house. Okay, so anyway, Sean and Ashley are, like Sean was right here or something like that, and Ashley was right there, something like that. Anyway, and or no, maybe it was Sean was right there and Ashley was right here. But anyway, she shoots him in the lap because she's mad at him for not paying attention to her for like an hour. And so he walks out to the table that's going to be out here. It's like those picnic tables at the park. Anyway, um, he walks out there and he starts talking to his friends, and eventually they decide that they're going to follow Ashley and her date because she accepted a date from Azariah. That's a name I got from the Bible. I really loved it. Azariah is going to take her to the Chinese food restaurant over here. Oh, it helps to have pressure plates in place if you want to go inside somewhere. Anyway, it doesn't have seats yet because I wanted to put in the tables first, but it pretty much looks like the Great China Restaurant in Fairfield, California, with some obvious differences because um, the table that we sat at was like over here. It was a big table. But it's got the bathrooms. And it's got the kitchen way over here. Technically, the kitchen was like right here, but not going there. But anyway, so and when somebody's honking at somebody with a really weak horn, it's one of those that kind of sounds like a um yeah, okay, I can't describe it, never mind. It just kind of sounds like beep 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 beep. So anyway, like in the dream I had to show me what this one looked like, there's like a bunch of different tables in different spots instead of it being, cookie cutter like it is here. But um, Sean asked to be sat at Captain Morgan's table, I think, and it just happened to be next to the table that Azariah and Ashley were at. But anyway, and then in another book called Was that one called Sweet Revenge? Okay, it was either Sweet Revenge or the one right before it. They take Raphael to the bar here to do the bachelor party. And most of them are drinking, but Raphael only had 2 beers. And the only reason why he had 2 beers is because he wanted to see if he would get as stupid if he was if he was just drinking beer, because normally he does not drink. He had a really bad experience. Oh, wait. Oh, my sister's got an excellent question. Which came first, my builds or my books? Well, my books came first and then the builds. And this is because, literally, this is because my husband wanted to see what it looked like. And then my sister wanted to see what it looked like, so I'm like, okay, I better build it. And I've been building it in Minecraft, I think, since 2014. And if not since 2014, then, definitely since 2015. But I do think, I kept sitting there going, I want to build something in Minecraft, but I don't know what I want to build. So my husband's like, well, why don't you build your story world, because then he was saying, he'll be able to see it too. And I'm like, that's an excellent idea. Well, of course, I started out with the dirt buildings and oh, I was going, what am I supposed to be building here? Hold on, I will show you like my first dirt building. I don't actually have the dirt building, but I can go and build it again. But the problem with dirt buildings is that, wait, that's 1, 2, 3, so it's gonna be. The problem with dirt buildings is that the bad guys can still get in. But we didn't know this at the time. You know what? We'll finish those later. So behind this high school, this is a high school. This is my fictional Armio high school. And the only reason, if I actually keep it as Armio, the only reason why I put in that it's Armio is because Fairfield High School has the rival of Armio High School. It's got basically 2. Yeah, I think this was it. Um, it's got 2 high schools. Well, technically, the Armio was supposed to be for Suisun. But Suisun's such a small town that. Oops. So I think, if I remember correctly, we started out with this. No, because we didn't have dark oak. Good question. Okay, oh, my sister's gonna go play Pokemon Snap. And she's recording it, okay? So my sister's gamer tag is babydoll underscore 716, but I'm pretty sure her YouTube tag is something else. I just don't remember what it is right now. So I know what door I want in there. Well, I think I know what door I want in there. Let's see. Oh, it was this door. Yeah. Because that was like back when that was the only door. So anyway, I started out with like this, thinking, okay, it'll blend in with the landscape and, it's a nice, safe place. But then I was like looking around and I'm like, this is too small a space. So I think I made it. This was before I discovered that I did not like yeah, I had it in my head and then it just jumped right back out again. Oh, this is before I discovered that I did not like rooms, only having one door. Because it's kind of hard to go through a one door. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think, or maybe 4 was the roof, but and then I specifically remember one time when I'm like, okay, we're in here and we can look out this door, but you can't really see anything unless the monster's like right in front of the door. So I remember we went and did this. And that was like, oh no, they're scary. Ah! So it's a little bit bigger, right? Well, that didn't work either because I still get claustrophobic in there. But it is better. So then I started, we'll use the stone. We'll just pretend it's concrete. So then I started, wait, that's 5, so this will be 6. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. How big did I used to make these? I don't know. Anyway, something like this. And it was still only making them one door. But I finally decided to go and make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. And that's how I was making mine for the longest time. So this was going to be a really short video, and then I was like, I gotta do a tour of the new stuff I built. No, this is only 4. Okay, so yeah, this gotta be bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I think it's really funny because there's a little cardboard box that comes with the kitty litter when you get kitty litter. And I've got to do the kitty litter before I do like pretty much anything today. But anyway, a little cardboard box comes in the kitty litter, and my cat that is 16 pounds, so he's a big cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he's a big cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He loves those little cardboard boxes. Sam, I'm not making fun of you. I think I hurt his feelings by sharing that again. Or he's just answering the call of that tummy. Because he's eating. He's a good kitty cat. He goes and reminds me to feed them every single morning. And he's trying to learn to say the word food. I figure if a cat can say the word coral, that was their sister's name. If a cat can learn to say coral, then they could probably learn to say just about anything. So, but I'm giving him, easy words. Like, yeah, no. Actually, he learned no on his own. He learned yeah on his own too. And it's really funny because if we tell him hi Sam, he'll say hello, and if we say hello, he says hi. He's just a silly cat. A good silly cat. Anyway, then I started building them, like this, because, that's nice and roomy, pretty much. So this is how I was building my buildings for the longest time. And then, for the mansion, I decided to make them 8 by 8. And, this is pretty much the way that we started building houses. I'm only building it out of, stone, because usually I build stuff out of concrete if I can. But, yeah. This is a high school. I'm building the exact same high school from over there. I built Fairfield High School over there, but we're calling it Kahumor High School because it's in fictional Kahumor. It looks pretty much nothing like Kahumor. That's why I'm saying fictional. I made it up off the top of my head, but I'm using the name because I didn't want to name the town Shamrock or Leprechaun or something really obvious. um yeah, so in here I'm gonna end up building this ship over there in the ocean although the ocean is pretty much not there yet. But anyway, over here we've got, all the rooms mapped out of where they should be. And we even have bathrooms and the secret passageway to get up to the oh yeah, this is a secret passageway. And it goes around the ship and that way, maybe the pirates will think that there's nobody there and they'll leave the ship alone. This is the captain's quarters. It got really, really, really wide when I started building it in Minecraft. It makes no sense, but whatever. Okay, so there's supposed to be a desk right here. It's actually supposed to be, out over the water back that way too, but I didn't do that this time. Anyway, it's got, you come out here onto the deck and you've got stairs that go right here. And this is how you steer the ship. I actually got that idea from somebody else. Anyway, I actually got this idea from somebody else, but it's a really great idea. Except for that you can't see over the steering wheel because you're a Minecraft person instead of an actual person. And I still don't understand how you're supposed to see over. I mean, you're supposed to see where you're going because the mast is right there. And I did not think of that until I started building this, and I'm like, I can't see where I'm going. Anyway, then this is the part where you go up here and, if you have all that stuff, because there was like ropes that came down to this point and all that, but you can't build that in Minecraft, and I don't know if I want that here. But anyway, this is the part where, on the Titanic, Rose was going, Jack, I am flying! Yeah, I really love that part. Although I just made her sound really bad. But anyway, I have all these rooms mapped off, and hopefully I'll be able to go and build the same thing over there and it'll turn out perfect. I hope. So, like I said, I've got some stuff that I need to do today, so I'm actually not going to stream as long as I usually do. Because usually I stream from 8 a.m. to 11 or 12. And okay, so I went and started turning one of my books into an audiobook. I write books and then I go and turn them into an audiobook. And oh, here's one. So I went and did everything that I had to do to get chapter 10 as an audiobook. I'm using a program called Speechelo to turn it into an audiobook. And the only problem with that was that here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Anyway, the only problem with that is that, yeah, I guess that we'll have to do. The only problem with that is that, I'm not awake yet, apparently. But anyway, the only problem with that is, come on, what was the problem? There was a problem. I know there was a problem. Yeah, because that doesn't look right. Oh, that I went and did all of chapter 10, got it all nice and ready to go. It wasn't perfect because the AI voice was saying one of the names wrong, but I spell it weird, so, it's kind of makes sense why it's doing that, but I'm still mad that it's doing that. And they don't have one of those things where you can, like, go and... They don't have one of those things where you can correct the enunciation, the way it says it. But anyway, anyway, it was a little messed up, but I went and didn't even think about it and deleted everything. So I have to go and do it all over again. And last night, or the night before last, I stayed up until like past midnight to get it all done and working and perfect and everything. I don't like how little that looks, but the chalkboard would not be all the way up to the lights. Anyway, this is how I make all my rooms now. I make them 8 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. 7, 8. So 6, 7, 8. And you have to have the 6, 7, 8 because, the lights and the the lights, the redstone, and 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, well, that's 11 across, so I guess that doesn't work. But anyway, it doesn't work to need a, anyway, and then but I realized that I did not set it up to where I could actually have it where you walk into the classroom and turn the lights on, so... Okay. Oh, subscribe! Subscribe. Yeah, duh, okay. Makes sense now. I'm just not up on my lingo sometimes, yeah. Or I'm not awake enough to pay attention. But yeah, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna end the stream, end the video, whatever you want to call it. I'm actually having fun talking to y'all. But I do have things to do. I need to eat breakfast, do the litter boxes. It's a little easier doing the litter boxes now that I've only got 2 cats. But it's still, it's kind of like a treasure hunt, only you don't really want to find the treasure that you're seeking. I mean, you do, but you don't. So if you don't like doing, if you love having cats but don't love cleaning the litter box, just think of it as a scavenger hunt. Okay. Oh, and if you are a cat owner, do not, well, I mean, if you're a cat owner thinking about having a cat, anyway, if you are a people at all, do not believe the lie that cats only talk to humans with meows, because, what am I doing? Because my cats talk to each other all the time. Before she went, Coral would get really lonely for some reason. Like, say she'd be upstairs, she'd call her brothers to her. And Ben used to go around the house going, "Mama, Mama," and I'd go, "What?" But he wasn't talking to me. He was talking to Coral. I don't know why he started calling her Mama. He was calling her Coral, but apparently Coral is a little bit too hard for him to say or something. So he started calling her Mama. And, Sam does talk to us a lot. He says hi, he says hello, he says yeah, no. I know there's other words he says. He's trying to learn how to say food. So then when I ask, what, then he could just say food, and I will totally understand what he's saying. Like this morning, he was saying something that kind of sounded like he was trying to say food. And I go, food? He goes, yeah. So it was really cute. And actually, these are up a little higher than they normally would be because, because I have the sidewalk outside. So So like the sidewalk. Okay, let's not do that. So the sidewalk goes here. We'll find out one of these days. Yeah, the sidewalk goes here. Oops. That's not how we do that. That's not how we do that. I don't know. I don't even know that song except for the "This is how we do it" part. So, okay. So the sidewalk goes up here. So you end up having an extra bit of sidewalk up here to get into the classroom, but it is higher. And that's because I wanted to be able to have the road and the sidewalk. You know, the sidewalk's a little higher than the road. It's not dead even with it. So, yeah, I've got some interesting reasons why I do things I do, but um I also did that in my Disneyland build. And it makes Disneyland look really great, except for that there's like floating garbage cans, and I have an idea for what we can do with the floating garbage cans. It'll look a little weird, but it'll look less weird than floating garbage cans. I mean, I realize it's Disneyland, but there are not floating garbage cans in actual Disneyland, so. Okay, yes, the lights are there, the lights are there, the lights are there, the lights are there, and the lights are not here, so let's put them in. And then we got all these classrooms where not everything is the way it should be yet. A lot of them have the glass skylight because it starts raining, and then I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm getting wet. Ah! I don't know why, but that has been the thing lately. Okay. So if I can ever get done with chapter 10, then I can start in on chapter 11, and then maybe I can go back to the fireworks. The problem I'm having is that I uh, need to fill them in, and that is very, very time consuming. It's easy, but it's time consuming. So, so yeah. Uh, yeah, I usually do too. Well, I've been saying I'm just not awake yet because, I'm streaming in the morning. So, so, I just say I'm not awake yet. I was born blonde, but I am actually dark-haired. Not black, but not brown. It's just somewhere in the middle. It's, I don't like the color of my hair, but we can't afford to dye it, and I just don't like I don't like the idea of my hair being so dark, but what are we gonna do? And I don't think I can trust my husband to like if I went and got the bottle of Clairol or whatever, I don't think I could trust my husband to do it correctly. Not that, not that he doesn't know how to follow directions, just he's never done it before, and I don't know if I want to run the risk of doing that. And when I like my hair being like a tawny auburn, and um when it first gets dyed, it is always like super orange, and then it actually becomes the color I want it to be. So it's really weird. So I wasn't gonna put all this stuff in, and then I'm like, well, I'm having fun. So, so we got a friend, and his gamer tag is Citaran, although he pronounced it different. Um, but anyway, however you pronounce it, he said maybe I should stream less hours. But I'm like, I need to get my name out there, I need to show people I am streaming and I'm very reliable. I always stream between 8 and noon. Sometimes I get off at 11 something, but, always the hours between 8 and noon. And, I'm trying to be reliable. I'm trying to pay attention to the stream and answer questions and stuff. And Salt Girl 12 just said that, oh, she's a natural brown haired person too, and she dyed her hair blue, purple, red, black, and blonde at some point in time before. Wow. I don't think I would ever. I really don't think I'd ever dye my hair blonde. I was born a blonde, and then it turned dark brown. So, it was a really good color, like a tawny auburn kind of color when I was like 4 or 5. And then it, went all dark brown. But I don't think I would dye it blonde because I would be too afraid that it would just stay a really light color. I mean, at least it wouldn't be dark brown anymore, but I don't know. I'm wishy-washy on that thing. I mean, on that idea. I had a teacher one time who was a natural redhead, and he didn't want to dye his hair white because he thought it would stay that way. Because last time I saw him, oh, this was Mr. Self. That was literally his last name, Self. Um, He was a really good teacher, and in 4th grade, this is why I'm saying the last time I saw him. In 4th grade, he was reading us the Little House on the Prairie books. That's not how I did that, is it? He was reading us the Little House on the Prairie books, and then on Fridays we'd have a sing-along. I always loved that. That was like my favorite part. I kind of hope he sees this video and can see that I still remember him. But the last time I saw him, I was doing, I was doing night school classes, and to get credits, yeah, that was one of my night school classes. Wow. Anyway, to get enough credits to graduate, because I screwed up in a few of my classes. One of them being biology, but I kind of did that on purpose because my friend didn't like the teacher for a while there because the teacher was picking on her, don't you know? And so I started doing better in the class, but it wasn't enough to pass the class apparently. But anyway, that was biology. I have no idea what I was saying now. Oh, well, I was talking about Mr. Self. So anyway, I was doing night school classes, and it was an art class. I didn't screw up in art. I just, that was a way to get more credits to be able to pass high school. And I did not want to, have to repeat my senior year or whatever. So, I took night school classes. And, because my parents had the idea that, oh, you could just go to summer school. And it's like, I didn't want to go to summer school. I don't even remember getting my 8th grade graduation certificate. I don't know if I have that. So if somebody really wanted to challenge that, I got my high school diploma and all that, they might have to go and question why I got it, because I don't remember getting my 8th grade certificate. But maybe my dad has it and I just don't know. I'll have to ask him about that, because I've been kind of worrying about that. It's just one of those things that, when you got nothing else to worry about, you worry about stupid stuff. Obviously I've got my high school diploma. I've been able to get jobs. I'm fine. But when you got nothing else to worry about stupid stuff. Stuff that's... I'm not saying like Hakuna Matata or Let It Go. Seriously, that was the same exact story, just told a little different. Just Elsa didn't have anything to do with her parent supposedly dying in the ocean. And there's a thing going around the internet that that if it's true that Tarzan is their baby brother, because apparently the mom and dad in Tarzan are it says that the mom and dad in Tarzan are Elsa and Anna's mom and dad. And yeah, I said Anna because that's the way that they say it in the movie. Everybody keeps trying to say Anna because that's the way it's spelt, but it's pronounced Anna. I'm sorry, I get very salty about this when somebody says Anna because it's pronounced Anna. I don't know why they decided to say it that way, but that's how they do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I knew I was going to get on here and I was going to take a lot more time than I meant to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. And this whole video has been because what was his name again? SB737 said that he had the biggest mansion. He does have the tallest mansion. He can continue saying that. But he does not have the biggest because my mansion is a lot bigger than his. But maybe this will, spark a friendly competition between the two of us. And even though he's probably gonna turn out to be on computer too, I haven't watched his whole video, so I don't know. But there's little things, that people will say while they're making their audio or talking to the camera like I am. Talking to the video and their followers, of course. There's stuff that people will say, and then that they're on computer. Although one time there was a person I could have sworn that they were on computer, and they said they play on Xbox, and I'm like, oh, cool. So like 2 of us play on Xbox and stream. I'm recording this through Twitch, by the way, and then I go and put it on YouTube later. And I love it. I had to have my husband set it up. And if I had to set it up again, I wouldn't know how to do it. I'd have to have my husband fiddle around with it and figure it out again. But next time, I think we'll write it down so we definitely know how to do it. Because there's probably going to be an Xbox after the Series X. Like all of a sudden there'll be Xbox Infinity or something like that, I don't know. Maybe there'll be like Xbox um you know like a D-box at the movie theater, but right there in your home. So like when you're watching Star Tours, you're sitting there and the whole entire seat is moving, so you feel like you're actually doing the actions that they're doing, all that neat stuff. And like on Star Tours, if the ship was veering left, you felt like you were veering left, and if you're veering right, you felt like you were veering right, that kind of stuff. And the very first time I rode Star Tours, I did not want to ride it because we had already decided that, we had decided that we wanted to go on Haunted Mansion and then write something else. If we would have done it in that order, it would have been fine. But, so I was sitting there watching, I was sitting there in the Star Tour seat, and I was looking like I was super bored. And then we went on it later, and I was like, oh, this is cool! So, it depends on your mind frame at the time as to if it's cool or not. But, yeah, I think that would be really neat if we could actually have like a VR headset thing, but make it to where people that get seasick easily don't get seasick. I challenge every VR headset people and future VR headset people to work around people with glasses, work around people that get seasick. Because, like, I would really love to get a VR headset and be able to play Minecraft. And, have a grand old time like everybody else. But I get seasick easily. If I see the ocean on a movie, I have to look away. If somebody's riding the teacups at Disneyland, I have to look away. And, yeah, so I'm a little upset because there's like 4 rides that I will not be able to ride at Disneyland. I can't ride the teacups, I can't ride Dumbo, I can't ride the carousel. That's 3. There's something else. Oh, an Astro Orbiter, I think it's called. Because they all go around in circles. But it's really weird because I can go and ride, or at least I used to be able to, almost 25 years ago. I used to be able to ride the roller coasters no problem. It's just going around in circles that I have a problem. So I'm a little bit worried that next time I go to Disneyland, there's going to be, those 4 rides that I can't go on because they're going to upset my tummy. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff that we can do, so. So yeah, after I finish this, I'm going to have to get off because, like I said, I have to do the kitty litter boxes. I have to finish chapter 10. I got to at least start chapter 11. Hopefully it'll go faster. I've got a really cool way where it is going faster. It's going a lot faster. But then sometimes I'm not paying attention enough, so I've got, the wrong person saying the wrong thing. Like, it'll be Sean saying something, and it'll be the narrator voice. Or yesterday I had a part where it was supposed to be the narrator's voice, and I had Sean saying it. So, or Jesse. They've got the same voice. They're twins, so I just use the same voice for both boys. And so it's not going to make sense to people listening to it as an audio story when I finally get that going. It's not going to make any sense to people, that they're saying that they've got their own voices in the book, but in the audio they're not going to have different voices unless they come up with a voice that sounds pretty close to the original voice. I use Speechelo for my voice. I guess I can call it a voiceover. but I'm making an audiobook. Like, so I'm taking my story and making it to where you can hear it. So, like, when you're sitting there, kind of bored, putting all these things together, seeing it looks like it's raining inside the room, but it's not. Because you go like this and, no rain. I love that. You know what? These walls need to be put in. Anyway, so I'm making my book, The Island. I didn't want to give away too much. I want it to be a surprise. When you're going in and reading the book, I want it to be a surprise. What's on this island? What is going to happen to them? Is something really bad going to happen to them? Is something really good going to happen to them? Are there people on the island? Are there only animals? I want it to be a mystery. So I called it The Island. Not the best description in the world, and it's not making people want to buy my book, apparently. But it's not giving away anything. Like, like I could have written in there that I could make the thing taller, and then I was just thinking I could make the roof one taller and make the chalkboard the way it's supposed to be, but I don't think that's gonna work. But anyway, I'm turning the island into a audiobook, and it's going along very nicely. It's just that sometimes I screw up and mess up, however you should say that when you're trying to make a family friendly stream. But I mess up here and there. Like, I didn't make sure that Chantel was spelled so the AI voice could say it right. A couple of times, or a few times. And then like I said yesterday, I had one of the voices saying something, and it was the wrong voice because it was supposed to be the narrator, but it had Sean saying it. I didn't mean to do that. I just did it. It's really weird because I expected both the boys to be upset that their sister passed away, and they just, it's like they still have each other, so they're not worried about it. But I'm still sad that we only have 2 cats instead of 3. But I did kind of come up with costumes for them for Halloween already. Well, my husband bought them, and I just decided, maybe it would be good to go with that. He bought little outfits so they look like they work for the store Tractor Supply, which is where my husband works. And the boys do not mind having the front part on where it makes them look like a people, but they do mind the hat. remember I've got 2 cats, so um yeah, even saying 2 cats makes me sad because there should be 3, but we're not going to adopt anybody else. Like until we only have 1 cat, and then we'll think about adopting somebody else. Oh. Hmm. Weird. See, this is how I do this build, and this is how you I mean, I don't mind the repetition most of the time. The putting in over and over and over again bricks or whatever you're working with. I don't usually mind that. You put YouTube videos on in the background, it's all good. And I just get it done because it needs to be done anyway. I'll be very, very happy to walk into the room once it is done. It's all good. Oh, maybe that's what I'll do. Okay, so I was trying to figure out how to put in the the front office and the nurse's office and the place where the principal is and all that stuff. And I was just thinking maybe I'll put that um maybe instead of putting more classrooms over here immediately, we'll put in the stuff like the principal's office, the library, all that stuff. And then we'll put in the next over classrooms because in the Fairfield High School that I built, um, in the Fairfield High School I built, they've got a quad and they've got the gym and stuff like that. And I was wondering how you do that when it's an indoor high school. All of it indoors. Well, technically Armio does have outdoor stuff. Like they have the swimming pool, they have um the farm animals area, or at least they had it. I don't know if they still do. Um anyway, they have a lot of classrooms. I went there for secretary class. I thought I was going to learn how to be a secretary, but it was more of an English class, so I'm like, well, why did I even bother taking this? I got a certificate for it. But, I thought it was going to teach us how to do a telephone call. Because, like, when I'm on the telephone with somebody, especially the guy yesterday, oh my goodness. The guy out and out told me I had a cable provider. First of all, cable, as I know it from when I was a kid, does not exist anymore. But you do have, like Comcast and, DirecTV and, Amazon TV, Fire TV, or whatever it is, Apple TV, stuff like that. But, or like on Samsung TVs, there's Samsung TV Plus. And with our TV, with our TVs specifically, you don't have to pay for Samsung TV Plus. It just shows up on your TV as long as you have internet. And it's really awesome, and I love it. So if anybody from Samsung's watching, thank you. I mean, the only thing I don't love about it is, like, I was able to watch the Thanksgiving Day Parade, but I think I was able to watch it through, YouTube. It might have been on the news channel, but I think I was able to watch it. Or maybe I was able to watch it through both. Anyway, Fox didn't have a very good, that there was something I was trying to watch, and Fox did not have very good coverage. I think that was the Thanksgiving Day Parade. And, I got to watch it last year because I insisted on going down to see my family for, I think it was last year. Might have been the year before that, actually. Because this is 2025 now. So, yeah, I think it was the year before. But anyway, I insisted on going down there for Thanksgiving. I'm like, this could be the last year that we see these people. And, because, in 2020, my Aunt Cheryl passed away. And then in 2021, my mom passed away. And then in 2022, my uncle passed away. So I hate to say it, but I'm waiting for the last shoe to drop. And my other aunt is going to pass away. But I'm actually hoping that God comes up with a cure for blood cancer. It sounds like a fake thing, but my mom didn't, technically stepmom, but I don't call her that. I call her mom. So anyway, my mom works at Kaiser. So if there was a thing called blood cancer, she'd know about it. And she didn't say that sounds fishy or anything like that. So I assume it's a real thing. I know, never assume, but I assume it's a real thing because, she didn't say, it sounds fishy, it sounds, stupid or, like not a thing. It did sound stupid and not a thing to me, but apparently it's a thing. I mean, I guess you can have cancer of any part of your body, and your blood is part of your body, so. I know, not to be talked about on a Minecraft stream. So weird. Okay. So wait a minute. We've got, change the subject here. We're assuming that first classroom right there is the A wing. So B wing, C wing, D wing, and this side of classroom right here. Okay. Then that's perfect. I've got all the classrooms. Well, not all the classrooms, but enough of them for now. I've also got to build a Costco over here. And then I've got to build something unique. Well, semi-unique. It's in Point Reyes, California. They have a visitor center. And, it's like in the woodsy forest area. around San Francisco. Anyway, they've got a visitor center. And then you go and drive your car to the spot. Well, depending on which campsite you need, um, you go and park your car in a specific spot, and then you go and hike 2.5 miles. 2.5. It's either 2 or 2.5 to the one on the beach, and I mean the one near the beach, and that's Coast Camp. But then there's another one that's Wildcat Camp, and one that's like way up there, Sky Camp. We never went to that one. Anyway, so we need to build the visitor center and some parking spaces and all that, and then have I'm trying not to get too far away, because if I get to where I can't see, I will freak out. If I get to where I cannot see the buildings, I will freak out. I have actually gotten lost on my own map before. I was just, like I was building something and I fell asleep. And literally 4 days later, I remembered, okay, the moon was in this position, or the sun was, one of those two. It was probably the moon, though. The moon was in this position, so I need to go. I either needed to go toward the moon or away from it. And then I was able to find my, I was able to find the spot that I was at. Anyway, so somewhere in here, we need to build the part where you start hiking and get there. And we'll probably end up building something like Banshee Hill over there. Because you're hiking on mountain things. And there's a lot of trees and pretty flowers and poison ivy. You have to watch out for the poison ivy. We never got bugged by it, but other people have. I hope that is not their actual name. Okay, so disease dentation is trying to lure me to a website so he can sell me streamers. Sell me an audience. And I'm not going there. We don't buy or sell viewers on this channel at all whatsoever. And we're not going to. Yeah, I still don't know how I'm going to light this up, because I would like to light it up like the mansion where, like you go into a certain room, like say the hallway, and you turn on the light, and then you use the light while you're in there, and then when you go back out again, you turn off the light. I would like that a lot. So I may have to make these bigger. So, okay, let's make sense here. Okay, so it's 13 across. 1, 2, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 here. I thought it was supposed to be 21. I really did. So I'm very confused that it's 20, but whatever. Um, so I'll just have to put, like, there's this wall here, and then have a secret passageway kind of thing here, and then another wall, and then start the rest of the 13 from there. But that's not a today stream thing, because, like I said, I have to do the litter boxes. 10 o'clock is a good stop time. We've been at this for 2 hours. So the part of the story I'm at, we'll just, stay here in the classroom real quick. The part of the story that we're at is that Sean and Jesse were having a knife juggling show, and all of a sudden the ship just, it was going through the water, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. We don't know why, but it just stopped. So they were juggling knives, and the knives go, flying across the deck, out of control, and no, they land. Nobody get. Well, actually, I never actually said that they land. You just assume that they do. I try not to do that. I try to say, they landed and, everybody was safe. But anyway, everybody was safe, and Brandon and Allison go off to Allison and Lydia's room so they can watch a movie together. They're bestest best friends, and they're kind of discovering that they want to be more. And, Sean and Ashley, I keep saying that wrong, gosh. Sean and Ashley are bestest best friends. They're kind of realizing that they want to be more. And Jesse and Chantel are bestest best friends, and they're realizing they want to be more. Now, Julie, that's Sean and Jesse and Brandon's little sister, she has already discovered that she wants Logan for life, and she's only like 6 or 7 years old, so but Logan's still at that stage where, he gave her flowers when she was sick. He went and pulled off he brought her roses. He went and pulled off every thorn before he gave them to her. And, he walks her into the house to make sure she got there safely when the big tree threw a branch down to the ground, and it happened to scrape Julie's knee. She likes to climb the big tree, and it scrapes her knee a lot. But anyway, that has nothing to do with this story. So they go and check over their audience, and the audience starts to go back to their rooms. But Ashley and Chantel are still there, and they're saying, we're wearing these shirts for a reason. I didn't describe the shirts. I probably should. But, I didn't describe the shirts, but I probably should. Or maybe I did earlier. I'm just one of those people that writes it and then I totally forget. So if I didn't write it down, I wouldn't know. But, that light over there in the distance just turned off. It's really cool. See, that they've got daylight sensors, so, or did it just turn on? Looked like it just turned off. Yeah. Anyway, so Sean and Jesse go and pull Ashley and Chantel toward them and, you know, are holding them in a comforting hug, which is very risky because they're uh, Ashley and Chantel's dad is right there repairing a rip in the sail. And except for that, the author, me, forgot about him. You would think that, he'd be getting up going, what the heck happened and are my girls safe or something like that, but he hasn't yet. Anyway, but they they're like uh they're hugging the girls, and then Sean says, "But I'm not sure yet." So Ashley gets angry, and she and Chantel storm off into the room. And then I get very, very happy because I don't have to worry about Chantel's name until a little bit later. Because AI cannot say Chantel for nothing. If I spell it with a C like it's supposed to be, then it said Chantel. Ch, like chips. Chantel. And then, um, and then when I spelled it Shantel, you would think that it would be able to say it right, but it says Chantel or Chantal. So then I spelled it Shawntel, and he seems to be able to say it correctly most every time. So, well, I say he. The name is Abigail, but it sounds like that guy on the movie Deck the Halls that is checking to see if you can see the um, house from space. So I don't understand how they say that's an Abigail. It sounds more like a. I don't know what that guy's name was, so I'm just gonna say Ahmed or something. uh, yeah, no, I'm gonna take that back. I'm just gonna say it doesn't sound guily, and it doesn't sound girly. It sounds like something in between. So, but like I said, it does sound more like the guy on if he sounded a little more girly, it sounds like the guy on Deck the Halls. So, um, anyway, so they start just Jesse asks, "What got into them?" And Sean says, "Me." And Jesse's worried that Sean kissed both girls, but he didn't. And he says, "No, you kissed your girl and I kissed mine." He goes to make sure that Jesse knows this. And then they're about to look down into the water and see what it says Sean got an idea. We'll look down into the water and see if we can find out. What the sandbar got stuck. I mean, what the ship got stuck on, and it's gonna be a sandbar, but I just ruined it. Um, Otherwise we have to go for a swim. Hey, Jesse whispered into Sean's ear. Ashley and Chantel can't dislike our new swimwear. Standard for all rowers. Okay, so I always have my YouTube video playing in the background, and one of the YouTube videos is oh, what's his name? I know it's Pop, but Pop's Disney Adventures. If you like watching Disney videos, I totally recommend you watching him because, he does everything. He goes on a lot of different rides. It looks like he's on Rise of the Resistance or the one where you go on the Millennium Falcon. I can't tell right now. But anyway, he's on a Star Wars ride. We'll go with that. That isn't Star Tours. Anyway, but he goes on like all the different rides instead of like the same 6 over and over and over again, like another person I know. And it kind of bugs me because last night I asked him to go on, not Pops, but we'll call him AS. I asked AS to go on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, so he'd be on a different ride than he has been riding. And it didn't work because he went on the Storybook Canal boats. Although I really loved the Storybook Canal boats, it's just not as fun in the dark. So, I was hoping it would turn night. All of these lights came on. It was supposed to be turning night. They're all set to the night feature. That's weird. Okay. So the sun's right there. So it's 2 to 4 o'clock probably in Minecraft right now. Why would the lights be on? Okay. I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, I'm going to park myself in here because in case it starts raining while I'm gone, I don't want to get wet. So, okay. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell if you're watching me on YouTube right now. If you're watching me on Twitch right now, please follow, and when you're watching my videos, please chat. I still need those 3 average chatters. Not that the chatters are average, but that the number of times you watch me ends up averaging out to a certain, ends up averaging out to 3. Because I really don't like saying 3 average viewers, because I know that there's somebody out there who's not going to understand what I meant and think that I'm saying that the viewers need to be average. And they're going to say, I'm extraordinary, and yeah, it's going to cause a problem. I don't know, I'm just a little bit worried about that. Or at least they're going to be arguing, I'm not average, So, yeah, I'm a little worried about that. But it'll be okay. And then, I hope you're having a great day. Hope none of your pets have passed away. um, know that you are enough. You are important. You do matter. There's nothing you cannot handle, including work and school and anything else happening in your life. You can do it. And if you ever need to talk, I am available in the chat. I'm trying to pay attention to it. I've been paying attention to it today. I'm gonna be one of those people that will tell you I am not perfect. Sometimes I get into, like, especially on Minecraft or Dreamlight Valley, I get into doing whatever I'm doing on there. I get into the build, I get into the hoarding resources. Yeah, hoarding resources. I literally have, like, almost a chest of everything in Dreamlight Valley in my house. So, yeah. If you don't play Dreamlight Valley and like Disney, if you like or love Disney and you don't play Dreamlight Valley, it's a really good game. It is a bit grindy, but I love it. I am just and I'm just waiting for Aladdin and Jasmine to come out because they're supposed to be coming out sometime this month. Although, if they don't come out this month, it'll be okay because they literally have until about March 21st to come out with Aladdin and Jasmine because it said late winter. I thought it said early winter, but apparently it says late winter. According to the last video that they posted about it. I watched Serroh, Serroh, and I watched Mr. Star and Sky. If I'm remembering correctly, that's capital M, lowercase r, capital S, lowercase TAR, capital N, capital S, and then lowercase KY, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, they're always posting videos about Disney Dreamlight Valley. I am too, but I don't go into, like, details, going, oh, this is how you need to do this and this is how you need to do that. And I really need to go back and figure out how to build that snowman because I never built it. And yeah, I need to do that. Because when they were saying build this snowman, I didn't have the snow. I mean, there's tons of snow that I have. It's just, it wasn't the right snow. They provide you a bottom part of the snowman. So a big snow. And, I just didn't have that. So, but anyway, if you ever need to talk, I do pay attention to my stream a lot. Not saying every single second or anything like that. But I'm not necessarily gonna see that you posted something until I go and look up all of a sudden. So, like, if you post something at, like, say 8:59 and don't get a response until, like, 9:30, I'm not being mean or anything like that. It's just I got into the build, the grind, whatever you want to call it, and just missed it at that point. Just try to be patient, please. Okay, so I got to go to the litter boxes and I got to go upstairs. I got a breakfast. I've got to work on that story. And as long as it's not windy as heck like it was yesterday. Oh my goodness. That's something I didn't. Okay, that's something I didn't talk about. Yesterday was so windy that thought it was going to tornado on us. I live in uh northern Nevada, so normally we wouldn't have tornadoes. Normally tornadoes go from uh okay, like Colorado is mountains, so the state next to that on the right, if you're looking at the map, to where California is on the left and New York's on the right. Normally, I guess the state next to no, because that's Nebraska, I think. Okay, I have no idea. Anyway, some state after Colorado is where like Tornado Alley begins, and some state after Kansas is where it ends. And so so I have seen though that some of the other states are getting some tornado action too. Like ones that are up above Tornado Alley or ones that are below it, like Florida. I think they said that there was a tornado in Texas, which doesn't normally happen. I remember one in California because I was like really freaked out. I'd grown up in California all my life until we moved here to Nevada. Um, I'd been there all my life, and there's never been a tornado. There has been earthquakes. Usually little ones, like it disturbs stuff on your bookshelf, but like you're laying in bed and it was enough to wake you up, but that's about it. It's not a scary thing, but I was in Fairfield, California for the 89 earthquake. I was supposed to be doing my homework. And I'm like, my teacher told me to stand in the doorway. I think I was practically crying. Um, my only mom left. She was doing an art project at the table. She used to like paint teddy bears and Aunt Jemima syrup bottles, not the plastic ones, the glass ones. And so this is what this one looks like. Like I said, it's got A, B, C, D wing. And then I have classrooms over there, but I don't know if they're actually supposed to be there or not. This last classroom right here. This last set of classrooms. I don't know if those are actually supposed to be there, but I thought, why not? And that's the photography classroom and the dark room next to that. And then we have the tennis courts, the ROTC classroom, and 2 art classrooms. Now, back here is supposed to be, I didn't finish that. I keep coming over here going, I didn't finish that. anyway, this is what the school's supposed to look like, but it's also supposed, but Armio was more of an enclosed, with hallways and stuff like the movies. So, I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. Um, yeah, I've got to end this. I'm really bad at ending it. Like some days I'm really bad at ending it because, like, I'm talking to you guys and I'm you all. I don't like to say you guys because, like, when other people, Preston plays, um, and Unspeakable, when both of them are, they're like my guys, my dudes, you know, you can kind of tell that they think that there's a bunch of guys playing this game, and that's like all that plays it. Uh, in some videos. In other videos, it's like, well, Brianna plays it, so obviously it's not just guys. But technically, they call her Bree. Um, Technically, Brianna only plays it because Preston was playing it, and she's, kind of curious, what's this all about, and then he taught her how to play. They play on computer. I play on Xbox. I think that Xbox is a little easier. It actually makes me laugh when people are talking about certain video games. This time I'm thinking of Dreamlight Valley. They're like, decorating is so much harder with the controller. And it's like, no, it's actually not. I've gotten used to it. Um, but like there's things that they say, um, they say you can't do it on Bedrock or you can't, uh, like you, they say you can't do it on Bedrock or it's harder on Bedrock, and I'm like, I don't think so. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go, so I better actually stop this stream or everybody's gonna stop watching me because they're not gonna believe me that I'm gonna end the stream. Although there's been days when I have streamed for over 8 hours because, the thing needed to be done, whatever it was. I try not to do that. Because I don't remember how to get my computer to... I need water. Anyway, I don't know how to get my computer to change the folder that the videos are going to. I used to know how to do that, and I just don't know how to do it. So, from Twitch to the computer, I don't know how to do it. So, until I figure it out, I'm gonna have to just export everything, and then that means that there's like an 11, 12-hour video, and some people have actually watched those. And I don't mind, if it's that long of a video, I really don't mind if you start skipping around and watching just the parts you actually cared about. Or you just skip to the end and see the end result. I usually do, like this is what we've done today kind of tour. Because I like showing off what I've built. That is a swimming pool right there, the water thing. I didn't do that right, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, we'll just fill this in. We'll fix that later. Or tomorrow or something. I think I've got the stairs in the ender chest. Yeah, ender chest. See, I know that all of these bricks are available. It's just sometimes I forget what the name of them are. And you're probably going, hey, you just put something in there that you're going to need later. Well, yeah, but I'll... So swimming pools usually have a thing where, like, the leaves go and... There. They usually have a thing where the leaves go, and I forgot to put that in, so... Now I'll remember to put that in. Oh, I did have it in my inventory. Oh, okay, whatever. I was looking for the pressure plate, and I already had it in my inventory, but I didn't know that I already had it in my inventory, so I didn't use the pressure plate. Okay, anyway. Anyway, so basically, I'm building this whole entire, except for the quad, this whole entire, or maybe, okay, so there's some buildings in, Hispanic countries where they've got, like, the backyard looking thing, and they built the house around it. So maybe that's what I'll do for the quad. Maybe I'll still put the quad in, but it'll be like we built this side of the school. So maybe we'll build this and, connect that, of course, and connect that and all that. But we'll have this be a nice open area like it is here. Ooh, that sounds like a good idea. Because right now there's no grass. And I really just don't like that. And this is the auto shop. And my math classroom where I had 8 teachers and one... Yeah, I think that was my math class. And that was my science class. Ooh, yeah, I just remembered that. That was my science class. I think the other side was science also. And a couple of random classrooms, because what else was I going to put there? Or was this something specific? Oh, no. Not random. This is a computer class. Or, I mean, one of them's the typing class, one of them's the computer class. I don't remember which one's which. But we're going to shut the doors this time. Because otherwise somebody's going to steal them. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Isn't that cool? I love it. I can't shut the doors, I forgot. So we're going to zoom back over there. And, this is what the other school's going to look like, but all enclosed. Oh, possibly yesterday? Anyway, last time I talked on my Minecraft video, this is what I was talking about. This is the closest thing to an enclosed hallway that we have for this school. Oh, so I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 across. Okay. And I think that's actually a radio station a radio station or something that TSMC Minecraft built. And I turned it into a TV station instead. And instead of using whatever bricks he used, I will show you pirate magic again. I used the barrier block. So it looks like the ladder is just coming down like a vine. Okay. So we could go back over there. I'm actually gonna end the stream like I was supposed to a while ago. Oh, if you've been watching me for a while and missed a few videos, which is perfectly fine with me, we did put in all of the trees. What are those things? Cool. Like this is Mangrove Street and that's Dark Oak Street, ? I don't know. Some of the trees you gotta put two of them together, and most of the trees you can just put one. These were actually really hard to put in because, like, the tree would go everywhere. Like this. So it looks like there's one tree and it's mostly over here. But I kind of thought it looked like it was two trees. Although on some of them, I went and planted a tree right there and right there. So yeah, I think these are dark oak. Not entirely sure. I know that these are birch. And these are birch because on The Sound of Music, they had trees like this. And I figured Sound of Music, nuns, church. It all fit. And there's these trees. Where are they? Oh, okay. These are pale oaks. These are birch. Still don't have anything telling me what these are. Yeah, I need to go back over there so I can do the... I think somewhere I put... Oh, maybe I didn't. Because maybe I didn't name this one yet. Yeah, we'll just go with I didn't name this one yet because Dark Street would not be a good name for it. Calling it Dark Oak Street would not be okay either, so... I just thought of something. I could go with the Elm Street, even though it's an oak instead of an elm. Yeah, that's Mangrove Street. Not necessarily in the story, but like, yeah. I mean, not necessarily in the book. I think this is Jungle Street. But I didn't actually put it in there. That's weird. And Cherry Street. And I don't remember what tree this is. So I don't know if I named it. See, I'm really bad at ending a conversation. That's the whole reason why I took that secretary class, is because I was like, okay, if I'm going to be a secretary for somebody, I need to learn how to end a conversation. Didn't work. I don't know. I want to call these fir trees or pine trees or. I thought they were named. Huh. That's weird. But some of these have names on the one end of the street, but they don't have them on the other end. No. Okay, so if you know what tree this is, please put it in the comments below. Because I don't remember right now, and it's bugging the heck out of me. Okay, so over there, that dirt road right there is McCoy Lane. And that's because Morgan owns from, from this line right here to, out to the ocean. And she owns up to Banshee Hill, and then she owns maybe she owns up to Penelope's. I don't know. So these say McCoy Lane is that way, and Old Factory Drive is that way, because this is where the old factory is. And I know I named this street. So either the nothing is coming through, or I'm not as diligent as I thought I was. Oak Street. Okay. The other sign said that too. Okay. So we're going to go that way. Here. I'm going to freak out. But I know I've got trees and wall and all that over there, so. So at one point I was making it that they were only a half an hour away. So it was like, it was the distance between, Carson City and Reno, or Fairfield and Vacaville. Although, depending on which way you go, that could be 10, 25 minutes. Because if you go up I call it the Skunk Road, but I think it's really called Peabody. There's a lot of skunks over there. Or at least enough skunks that one of them gets ran over every once in a while. Poor babies. But, when you run over a skunk, it leaves a very lasting, smelly impression. So I'm actually asking everybody to please be careful and not run over skunks. Because I just thought of something. If you run over a skunk, is your tire like smelly like a skunk forever? I think the weirdest stuff. But when you're an author, you got. Oop, not that one. When you're an author, you got to think of those kind of things because, like, if you write something in your book and then somebody calls you on your facts and tells you that's not the way it is, and then you find out from a professional source that that is not how it is, then you're going to be like, oh no, I put lies in my book. I try not to put lies in my book unless it's something like, something part of my story, because my stories are all not true to life stories. They're, made up as I type them. And, so they're real to me, but, they're not like real life. So they're definitely fiction. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, and the other thing is that I gotta remember to hit the green button after I'm done with that chapter, because as soon as I am done with that chapter, then, I need to hit the green button so it'll go to Media Player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Actually, it doesn't go to Media Player. It goes to the generic music folder. And then I, put it to where it can go into Media Player. Or, it goes into the generic music folder, and then in Media Player, I can go and find it and put it in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And I'll just leave it. I don't care. I do care, but I'm going to pretend I don't. Okay, so I will see you in the next stream or video.